This video will encourage you with demonstrated prospective job interview tips to assist you in passing a prospective job interview and land the position you need. This is what we're going to cover. Part 1, Groundwork for an interview. Everything to do before your interview. Part 2, Interviewing tips. The best strategies to use during your interview to stick out. Part 3, After your interview. Instructions to ensure you land the position offer after your interview is finished. After you finish this video, you'll realize how to stand apart from other employment searchers and pass a prospective job interview. Part 1, Groundwork for the interview. Each progression underneath will set you up for the genuine interview. None of this is very tedious, yet it will separate you from every other person going after the position, making it simple for the organization to conclude who to employ you. Here are the fundamental interview arrangement steps to recall. 1. Research the company. Start by looking into the organization and your questioners. Understanding key data about the organization you're interviewing with can assist you with going into your interview with certainty. Utilizing the organization's site, web-based live posts, and late public statements, talk to companions and contacts, will give a strong comprehension of the organization's objectives and how your experience makes you an incredible fit. Put in a couple of hours getting the hang of all that you can about the organization, from the same number of sources as you can. So the beginning of the interview is your opportunity to establish an incredible first connection. Strolling in with zero information on their business is probably the quickest approach to mess yourself up and not get recruited. 2. Think about the reasons you're interested in the organization. First, you want to show them you've put thought into your job search. Make it clear that you are looking for the right job, not just any job. Next, show them you've researched the position. Highlight how the role aligns with your own career goals. If you're interviewing for an HR job, but you tell the interviewer all the other roles for which you've applied are in sales, they're going to wonder whether you really want to work in HR, unless you explain your reasoning very clearly. Finally, show them you're motivated and ready for a challenge, not just looking for an easy paycheck. Employers want to hire somebody who genuinely wants to do the work. We all go to work to get paid. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's not a good interview answer. Continuously be set up to discuss what will spur you to come to work every day besides cash. Since you understand what the interviewer is planning to hear, how about we take a gander at what some clever responses to the model inquiries from prior in this article may seem like. 1. Why are you job searching right now? Sample answer: if you're actively searching, I have been actively looking for work since being laid off 3 months ago. I'm looking for an opportunity to develop my skills in customer service and project management further like I was doing in my previous role. Example answer: if you're passively searching. I'm not effectively searching for occupations at this moment, yet when your recruiter reached me, they referenced an opportunity to manufacture another group in your association. This is something I've been needing to accomplish for as long as scarcely any years, and I'm a major aficionado of your organization's items, so I was anxious to discover progressively about the opportunity. It appears as though it could be an extraordinary following stage in my career. 2. Why did you leave your last job? Sample answer: on the off chance that you resigned. I had gone through 3 years in my last organization and felt it was the ideal opportunity for a change. It was demonstrating hard to scan for a vocation while working all day, so I chose to leave and spotlight my pursuit of employment. My need is to discover a position where I can keep creating versatile applications for the money business. Your position offers an incredible blend of hands-on application advancement work and undertaking the executive's experience, so it appears to be an extraordinary following stage in my career. Sample answer: if you were laid off. My company went through some downsizing 3 months ago, and I was laid off. I'm actively job searching right now and looking for a position that will let me continue to build my skills in web design. I've been aware of your firm's great reputation for many years, and when I saw you post this position, I was eager to learn more about it. There are a lot of reasons you can give as to why you left your last job, but the important thing is to be clear and direct. Never badmouth your previous employer. Don't dwell on why you're leaving. Instead, quickly transition to talking about what you want to do next and why this particular job caught your eye. 3. What are you looking for in your next role? Sample answer: I'm looking for an opportunity to work more closely with clients and to start managing projects. I feel I've developed a great understanding of the basics of customer service and client support in my most recent position, and I want to keep building on that. Your job description mentions these are some of the key responsibilities in this role, so I was eager to learn more about the opportunity. When answering this question, always be ready to name specific things you're hoping to find in your next job: responsibilities, opportunities, challenges, a certain type of product you're eager to work with, etc. Ensure the things you notice are offered in the position you're interviewing for. You would prefer not to state you're searching for an opportunity to lead and oversee individuals if you've applied for an individual supporter job with zero chance to lead soon. On the off chance that you follow these tips, you'll rapidly dazzle any employer. From that point, you can proceed onward to showing your capabilities and persuading the recruiting administrator to extend to you the employment opportunity. You can get progressively explicit dependent on your circumstance. These are general thoughts. On the off chance that you work admirably with this, you can demolish candidates that have more understanding than yourself, since they're not utilizing these techniques, no doubt. 4. Plan to discuss explicit accomplishments. A great many people go into their interviews and offer general expressions and talk when all is said in done terms. To separate yourself, you need to get ready explicit models and discussion about details, facts, numbers, and genuine accomplishments. What is the purpose of this question? Firstly, interviewers want to validate your potential by hearing about your achievements. They're probing for specific evidence of how you can get the results from a task to see what you can achieve in this new role. Interviewers also want to get a feel for your skills with this question. They're looking for an answer that explains the skills that helped you to reach the achievement, especially if they're like the skills part of the set of working responsibilities. This enables the interviewer to settle a more informed decision on you. Likewise, interviewers pose this inquiry to figure out what you esteem in your career. If your achievement covers singular achievement, collaboration, or client support, for example, the picked worth will tell the interviewer whether you're a counterpart for organization culture. At long last, interviewers need you to demonstrate how sure you are while talking about your achievement. They're searching for a self-accepting execution which guarantees them you're really the best one for the job. As such, interviewers are scanning for a confident delivery which demonstrates what you can bring to the table and why you fit the bill. How to plan your response. This question can be a tricky hurdle to overcome. As ever, it's all about preparation. To present your greatest achievement in a way that piques the interviewer's interest, you need to consider what you value in the workplace, focus on ways your skills match the requirements, and pick out facts and figures from what you achieve. Then there's the small matter of getting comfortable with talking yourself up. Read on for how to prepare for this question. Consider what you value. When choosing your achievement, it's important to consider which moments in your career you're proudest of and what you value in these moments. That way, you can show the interviewer how well your values link with company culture. Your values and achievements could be anything from teamwork, internal progression, or hitting targets, for instance. You could even choose an achievement from your personal life which stresses your workplace values. By choosing an achievement that shows your values, you reveal how you measure success and demonstrate how passionate you are about your abilities. Match your skills to the job. You likewise need to clarify your achievements according to the skills required for the job. All things considered, this shows why you're an extraordinary match and why they should employ you. Subsequently, you ought to develop how and why you utilized skills to arrive at your achievement. The STAR strategy is the best method to talk through and grow your skills and capacities. This is because it offers an organized way to deal with responding to an inquiry and is the ideal method to highlight your skills compactly. Focus on facts and figures. We additionally suggest concentrating on concrete facts and figures encompassing your achievement. They are an incredible method to add weight to your capacity and approve what you can accomplish in your new position. Picking out figures and statistics, such as percentage growth or client growth, is a surefire way to show how you can go above and beyond requirements. If you give specific figures and reveal how far you overachieved your targets, for example, you'll demonstrate your record of success and why you should be the first pick for this position. Prepare to give a confident performance. Finally, learning how to give a confident delivery will make your achievement shine. The best way to improve your confidence is by practicing your response aloud with a friend. When speaking during your practice runs, keep track of your pacing, to decrease nerves, and try to smile at suitable intervals. A few smiles will help you appear proud and reiterate the positive impact of your achievement. 5. Get familiar with your resume. This is one of the more important interviews preparation tips, and one of the easiest. Here are the best tips to discuss your resume. Points to emphasize. Discussing your resume may be one of the easiest ways to perform well during an interview. In a sense, if the resume controls the interview, then you control the interview. Take advantage of a familiar agenda to drive home your skills and qualifications. 1. Don't assume that the interviewer has read your resume. Ideally, you want to go beyond the resume and give the hiring manager some hooks that make you a standout candidate, but first make sure that your basic qualifications have already left their mark. 2. If the interviewer asks specific questions about the resume, follow his or her lead. Only volunteer a modest amount of additional information. 3. On the other hand, if the interviewer doesn't take the lead, have the 3 most attractive parts of your resume identified ahead of time, and talk to those 3 points and how they apply to the job at hand. Mistakes you should avoid. Be sure to provide interest and spontaneity despite the fixed agenda provided by your resume. 1. Be sure to have your copy of your resume, but don't look at it. 2. Don't repeat anything word for word from your resume, use ideas and factoids only. 3. Don't be confined by your resume, bring it to life with stories and examples. 4. Don't appear confused by anything that appears on your resume. The best hiring managers are well familiar with your resume. The information in your resume got you in the door. Your only barrier is what happens between the time the manager reads the resume, and the time that he or she decides to hire you. Fill that time with information that will impress the manager to blow away your competition. End of part 1. If you found this video useful or interesting, so please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. If you don't like, also comment for future improvement.